I was the university topper.
I've got writing skills. So why not trying journalism?
Police, those who has got the power, they are misusing, they are crushing the local people, the innocent people, the honest people. House, this roof is also burnt. The doors are also burnt. The door is also burnt. And there is a face, crying face behind. So as a policeman, when I pick up a rifle and when I aim a rifle, I should hit my target from the first bullet itself. And that target should be, it is not shoot to kill, it is shoot to win.
Good morning everybody. Today I am going to talk about an author from Hazaribagh, Jharkhand, Yasser Abbasi. I have been talking about authors since long. Recently I went to literary meet of Jharkhand and visited authors from Hazaribagh, Malloy Roy, and a very good Indian author, Ruskin Bond, was also present there. In that league, I am going to continue this series. He is also a CRPF Commandant and currently working in Assam. So we will get to know about his story, how he started writing, and how he got time in this busy schedule to write two beautiful books, Sinless Victim and Shoot to Win. So Mr. Yasser, please tell about your journey of writing and your career as a commandant.
Thank you, Faiz. First of all, let me say that I started my schooling. I owe a lot to my school. I started as a child Dr. Zakir Hussain School. It's a very primary school in Hazaribagh. Now it is closed. It is no more. That school is no more. And till 4th I studied there.
Okay.
So I started preparing for 6th class, and I somehow got admitted in St. Xavier's school. And I joined St. Xavier's 2 months late. So nearly the first term exam was very near, about a month it was it was going to be held. So I still remember I got out of 100 I got 48.
Okay. In English?
In English.
Okay.
In English. So I remember all this because it was very beautiful story behind this. So he called me, my teacher, English teacher, Father Peter Shev. He called me on the platform of the classroom. It was 6C, I remember. And he said in front of the whole class that, look, you are 53. And this boy was joined this school, and that too 2 months late.
Okay.
And he is above you. Around 37 of you are behind Mr. Yasser Abbasi. So I was in 48 numbers. I was amongst the top 18.
Okay.
So that was the first encouragement that I got. Then subsequently there is a Father Hosking, then my next English teacher. He was in class 10th. I used to write English letter. There is in syllabus also, in our school syllabus. So I don't know, he saw something in me.
Okay.
And he used to call me to the platform again, into the class, in the classroom, and he used to read out my letters or my essays, saying that, look how beautiful, how creative he is.
Okay. That was a wonderful story of his school life, where he got motivated from Father Shev and Father
T.J.
Hoskin, and how that inculcated writing skills in Yasser Abbasi. Now we will talk about his literary skills after he passed his school, how he carried on that skill.
After passing out in 1993, I went to Delhi. Okay. And due to homesickness, I said my father that I would not able to continue in Delhi. So I want to come back to Hazaribagh.
Okay.
So I left my school at Delhi. It was a very good school, but I left my school there. So at the same time, Aligarh Muslim University, I wrote an exam in class 11, for class 11th. And I passed that exam, and I went to Aligarh in the same year. And I studied hell lot. During that moment, I was completely cut off from any literary field.
Okay.
Apart from that, I used to write English. I used to write letters to my father.
every week there was no mobile phones at that time, and STD PCO calls were very costly, and I lived in hostel in Aligarh Muslim University. So I used to write English letters, letters to my father in English. And my father, every time when I used to call him, he said, "Beta, you have written very beautiful, very touching letter."
Okay.
And I was surprised, what I have written. I'm just writing a simple letter to my father.
Okay.
And that also gave me, lot of encouragement. My father said, "Beta, look, you can do wonders. You have that skill, you can do wonders." So I took admission in BA English Honours, sitting in the library in Aligarh Muslim University till opening, till closing. At that time, university library used to close at 2 a.m. So till 2 a.m., whatever may be the reason, I may be feeling sleepy. I not used to go to hostel till the time it closes. So I started reading lot of English, improving language skills books, communication skills book, and I really made a leap. I can say that have really my language improved drastically. It was beautiful at that time, and at that time I wrote my first story. It was in 1996, I believe, first year, and I wrote my first story, and it was published in University magazine. And the editor called me. It was really a beautiful story, and it was really a very emotional story. So from there, I thought, okay, I can give a try in English writing also, in some story writing also.
We have seen how he has passed his graduation from Aligarh Muslim University, and how he inculcated the writing skills, going to library day and night and reading books. And his first letter, or you can say his first writing, was published in the magazine of Aligarh Muslim University, and from there he was very much inspired to write further. And now we will get to know how he has joined CRPF and how much effort he has put in his job, and from there how he bought some time to write literature, or completed his 2 novels.
During Aligarh Muslim University, I have already told that I was trying for civil service examination. So I made an effort, and somehow I couldn't get into it. So I made my mind, okay, I've got some people are saying that I've got writing skills, so why not try in journalism? So I tried my hand in journalism also. I gave examination of this PTI, Press Trust of India, and some other exams also, but somehow I could not get into it.
Okay.
And then one of my seniors told me, and at that time I continued writing in newspapers. One of my articles in those times was published in the Pioneer, that English newspaper also, and continued writing, contributing articles in university magazines and other journals also. And I was made editor of the magazine also in the university time also.
That was a very good achievement.
That all kept something going inside my heart, and I continued writing few stories there also. And then suddenly this examination, Central Police Organization in 2000, and then I joined PhD also. I wrote my thesis also, but I completed in 14 months. So
in English subject?
No, it was in human rights. After passing out BA English graduation, I did MA in human rights.
Okay.
And I topped. When my result came, I was preparing for civil services. So when my result came, my father said, "How was your exam?" I said, "Okay, I wrote and it is good." But he said, "Only it is good because you were preparing for civil services." But when I saw my result, I was the university topper. I was declared university topper. I was gold medalist.
Okay.
So I called my father. "Father, I'm university topper and I'm in human rights." My father said, "It's wonderful." Then I joined PhD in human rights also, because I continued preparation for civil services.
Okay.
I wrote my thesis in 14 months. My boss, my supervisor said, "No, look, it is 18 months minimum time is required, and you wrote in 14 months, so it can't be submitted."
Okay.
And in the meantime, I gave this exam, this Central Police Organization examination in 2000.
Okay. So how do you get this idea of going into police service?
I used to see when I used to go out from hostel, or when I used to travel. At that time my father was here in Hazaribagh.
Okay.
So I used to travel. I used to see the TT or the other staff or somewhere the police. Those who have got the power, they are misusing, they are crushing the local people, the innocent people, the honest people. So I have got that gut feeling. No, yeah, I should not be like this. I don't want to be crushed like these corrupt people who has got some power or who has got some money. I don't want to. I'm honest. I know who am I. I don't want to be correct by anybody's ideas.
So you are telling how you entered this.
Yes. So I wanted to wear uniform. So that the injustice which is prevailing in the society, I was just against that also.
Okay. So when did you join that?
Yeah, I joined in 2002.
So you get into that profession of police service in 2002.
In 2002 I joined this.
So from 2002 since 2018 you have written 2 books. How much time did you get to write this Sinless Victim?
Honestly telling, when I joined this service in 2002, this service is one of the most challenging services I have joined, most demanding, one of the most taxing services, I should say. Yet it is satisfying also. You get the satisfaction of serving to the nation, serving to the people, and restoring. You are putting your efforts in restoring law and order situations, upholding the Constitution of India, and you are playing a part into it. So it somehow it gives satisfaction also. But let me tell you, this job is very challenging, mentally and physically both, very demanding. So I have served in almost whole part of this country, from Jammu Kashmir to Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, then the hottest Naxal belt, Bijapur, that Buster area, the most toughest, the most dangerous post in India, one of the most dangerous postings in India. So I've seen militancy also, I've seen terrorism also, I've seen Naxalism also, apart from normal law and order duties in Delhi and cities like Patna and all. I've done also that. VIP security duty I've also done. So that I have got very little. I don't used to get any time. But there was a gut feeling inside my heart that look, you have to write. Because your day by day your language is deteriorating. You are not into this literary field. Your field is totally different. And you are doing something else. So I lost my sleep. Again in 2000, I must say in 2013, I became very perturbed. I lost my sleep, I already told you. So this passion again, I took my pen, and you won't believe, after doing all my duties, I used to write in night. There's a phrase, midnight oil, midnight lamp burning. You see? So exactly, midnight से सुबह हो जाती थी, and again in the morning our duty starts, active duty starts right from the sunrise. At the time of the sunrise our active duty starts. No matter wherever you live, where you are posted, it starts from the sunrise. Yet we are on duty 24/7, but from sunrise you have to start.
So you started in 2013.
2013.
And it took almost 2 years to complete this book. So this is the collection of short stories, this Sinless Victim. What does it talk about? According to the title, I think that it talks about those people who are being victimized without their crime.
Yes.
They are not doing any crime, but they are somehow being trapped in the crime. So how do you get this idea? From the society, or from your experience, or something else?
Yeah. Before answering your question, you'll get my answer in this cover page. You see this cover page. This is a burnt house. Okay. This is a burnt house. Roof is also burnt, and this door is also completely burnt. And there is a child from behind who's crying. And again, there's a girl child.
Can you focus here?
There's again child. You see, there's a burnt house. This roof is also burnt. The doors are also burnt. The door is also burnt. And there is a face, crying face behind. This face is real India, victim, the marginalized sections of the society, the poor section of the society, the people who are honest, the people who are downtrodden, the people who are victimized by the social injustice, economic injustice, all the cultural injustice. And there is a child again. This child denotes, she asks question, where my future is. If this is all happening in our society, when I'll grow, where my future lands. This is my title and this cover design, it matches. Now coming to the stories, it is a collection of 8 stories. And most of these stories are taken from the personal life, the personal experiences of myself, of my father, and it's fiction also. There is a fiction, part of fiction also. It is not that it's completely, but somehow it is borrowed from some of the stories, some of the antecedents of some people, and I have just connected that, and I have tried to make it connected with the heart of every common individual, every common human being.
Okay, so that was the Sinless Victim. So after 2015, it's after 3 years you came up with this book, Shoot to Win. So both are completely a different genre. It's Shoot to Win and then Sinless Victim. How do you put your hand in this book? A professional skills of a handbook for police.
Yes, right. This book is very emotional, very close to my heart. This book talks about human relations, human beliefs, why human relation is so strong at one time and it becomes fragile, or it becomes so weak another time that a man kills another man. Why this trials and tribulations goes in our mind and in our heart. So this book talks about it. It's very emotional book, and if you read this book, I have cried writing this book. So I'm sure the reader will also connect with it, and they will get to know that okay, it talks about cricket, it talks about youth, it talks about unemployment, and something that every youth, every child, every human being face in his life. So it's a total work of fiction. Now coming to this book, I must tell something about this book also. This book is purely talks about professional skills that is lacking in uniform forces. So, and how we are going to improve our skills. There are different chapters in this book, and the first chapter itself begins with "We can win." We means the people of India, the people who are wearing this uniform. They can win the whole heart and minds of people of India. This chapter begins, we can win. We can win over the minds and hearts of the people who are going on the other side, who are taking law in their hands. We can win them also. But first we have to correct ourselves. For that correction, what steps, what we are going to do? I've written. It's purely my experiences. It is nothing to do with politics, or it has nothing to do with any organization or any other thoughts. It is purely my thoughts, and it is definitely a political book, and it doesn't doesn't talk about what is wrong in the law. No, it doesn't. It is not about that. And it talks about, there is a chapter of Naxalism also. How can we improve the situation of Naxal affected areas in our this country. This talks about the corrective, the need of corrective police training also. Our training is not that corrective. So how have to correct our police training? It talks about human rights also. And it talks about also the art of accurate shooting. I must tell you, no writer in India has written a book on art of accurate shooting. So this is this is the first book also, I must say, which tells about how to improve your shooting skill. So as a policeman, when I pick up a rifle and when I aim a rifle, I should hit my target from the first bullet itself, and that target should be, it is not shoot to kill, it is shoot to win. Our aim should not to shoot to kill, my aim is shoot to win. As I have already said, win the heart and minds of the people of India.
So we were talking with a beautiful author, Muhammad Yasser Abbasi, and we have talked about his two books, Sinless Victim and Shoot to Win. That was an awesome book. Talking to him was a great experience. How he has written this book from becoming a CRPF Commandant to an author. So very well done, sir. Thank you for your time. And I believe you are going to write another book again and again, and lots of blessings from humans of Jharkhand and from people of Hazaribagh.
Thank you, Faiz. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. With cameraman Tamim Faizi, Faiz Anwar.